by Cruise. Right now we're going to talk about job opportunities, and this time we're going to talk about it from a completely different point of view. We have the first freelancing website in the Middle East offering freelance jobs from home. Well, you can find this through the internet, and this is one of the most interesting projects actually to be tackled, especially during this critical period of time when it comes to job employment. And today we have the pleasure to have with us Mr. Mostafa Hashem. He is the founder of freelancer.com, and this is the name of the initiative or the whole program, right?
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. It's a pleasure to be with you today. We're very proud of freelancer.com, of what we have achieved so far, and we believe we have a lot to come along the way.
Mr. Mustafa, would you give me a general idea about the website and how it actually works and how it serves the people,
Okay, so
or the youth?
So the main objective of freelancer.com is to provide employment from home. We outsource jobs from all over the world into Egypt and the Middle East in general, where people are able to do this work from home. The job categories range from IT, graphic design, writing and translation, internet marketing, admin work. We even do telesales from home. And people apply for jobs over the website, and they communicate with their clients or with us. And the entire job happens online, so it's 100% virtual. They never get to see their client never gets to see them. They get paid
I think this is a double-edged weapon when it comes to this. How do you deal with this idea? I mean, the misconceptions about the idea that I don't know who is doing the job. And
yes, so there are two main elements here. First of all is that we as a company, we guarantee the quality of service that our clients will get. So our clients feel safe that they know who is doing the job. They have all details of the person doing the job. They have all details for us, and they don't pay unless they get their work. So it's a win-win situation.
But what if they got the work and they did not pay as well?
We guarantee this as well, because when we start a project with a client, he has to deposit the money in something we call escrow, and the money stays there until the freelancer performs his or her job. And once the job is completed, we release that money back to the freelancer. If the job is not completed, we release it back to the client. So we guarantee that both parties will get what they asked for.
But is it more popular to be having a job online after the revolution?
Well, it's becoming very, very popular. We currently have 20,000 freelancers on the website. You don't have to go in traffic. We're helping the unemployment problems. People are able to get jobs. Females are our #1 population. We have more than 20,000, more 60% or more are females. So females are really enjoying this part so that they can contribute to their family and social life, and at the same time get a job.
But what are the fields of work or jobs that can be available on your website for freelancer.com?
So you can work in web design, in graphic design. You can do customer service, online chat or telesales. You can do writing and translation. We do internet marketing. Anything that can be done virtual, where me and you do not have to meet,
Yes.
can be done through Freelancer. During the past year, we have served more than 300 clients in 18 countries, and more than 20,000 freelancers. We have 500 people that are working daily with us.
This is something important, working daily, because I was just going to say it can be something like, it is not a stable income, for example, just like working every month and you get your salary. So can you offer these people who want to work, because whoever who wants to work, he has his own responsibilities as well.
That's true. So when you first start, most probably you will not get a full-time freelance role from the first day, because we want to make sure that you're delivering very good quality. The customer wants to make sure that you're delivering very good quality. But later on down the road, the customer even asks you by the name, asks for that person by the name. He wants that person to continue doing that work. We gain the trust of that freelancer, so we make sure that we provide ongoing work. So at the beginning, it might not be an ongoing opportunity, but later
But
on,
so far you have people working with you just as full time.
yeah, the full time from home, and we have 500 people that definitely work daily with us from home, and we look forward to reach 1 million freelancers, and we call this the revolution, the employment revolution that we're trying to make in Egypt and the Middle East.
But there are any misconceptions or obstacles facing you as the founder of forsetna.com?
Of course, when I first started, it was a bit tough. I left my job to seek this dream. I was a bit struggling at the beginning. Later on, I've partnered with Al Capital from the UAE, who have supported forsetna.com with mentorship, funding, business development. So they're trying to take forsetna.com from the initial stage to the next level, where we reach 1 million freelancers.
You mentioned several different countries working with you.
Yes.
Could you tell us more about the nationalities?
So we have companies working with us in different countries, such as the US, Canada, Australia, the Gulf area. We have a lot of clients from Emirates. We have a lot of clients from.
What kind of work or jobs the United States, for example, they are asking for? Are they the employees or the customer?
No, the majority of the employees are from Egypt or the Middle East. Very few international freelancers.
So what are they looking for?
So
what are things that Egyptians really excelled in and they are offering?
Okay, so one very clear example is we have completed more than 500 logos and graphic design for companies in the US and Canada. People in Egypt are very talented at the graphics work, and the price they charge is not comparable to what a person would charge in the US. So the customer is saving money and he's getting the same quality as he gets in the US, and the people in Egypt are happy, they're making good income as well. So graphic design is one sector. Translation, we have a lot of talent in languages. We have people that I've never imagined that we have people that translate Chinese. We do have in Egypt people who translate Chinese. So we do have a lot of talent that are very hungry for work, and they are much more affordable than.
It is true, and they are underestimated, unfortunately.
That's true, and they're extremely more affordable than what people pay for freelancers in the US or Canada and so on.
But are there any specific skills that should be within this grasp of any freelancer that you work with?
Okay, so first
other
of all,
than web designing, translating.
First of all, beyond the technical skill, whether it's translation, design, IT, or whatever, he needs to be able to use the internet and communicate confidently over the internet, because 100% of the communication happens over the internet. The other part is, if he's serving an international client, then he needs to have a minimum level of English that would enable him to communicate. For clients in the Middle East or the Arab clients, the Arabic communication is fine. However, for international clients, you need to have a minimum level of English so that you can communicate with your client.
But I think you are a little bit risky, because you yourself used to work in an international company for about 7 years,
Yes.
and then you quit to make such a project, which
Yes.
is not also stable as well.
True.
So you yourself started as the model for the whole project. How did you manage to do this?
So it wasn't easy, and everyone thought I was crazy. Everyone was like, "You're going to leave your job. You're going to leave your job after the revolution. You have a very good job. You have good income." And I was, no, I really believe in this. I really believe I want to do this entrepreneurial role, and I think I can help this country and this
After
region.
the revolution, you have got a very good job at your company,
I
right?
was working until after the revolution. I left in 2011, and everyone was like, "This is not the right time to leave. The country is not stable. There isn't much employment." I said, "I really believe in this, and I'm going to put everything behind it to go ahead with it." And thanks God, so far it's going well. And as long as the will is there, I'm sure we can get it done.
Mostafa, but you have an ambition of reaching 1 million freelancing
Yes.
or freelancers. on your website. What are the other ambitions that you have in mind for your website?
I want to change how people work. I don't want to see the streets crowded, and I want to change it in a totally different way. I don't want to get bigger streets. I want to minimize people needed to go out to the street. This is a huge ambition for me. I want to change the concept of working. I believe that by 2020, 1 in every 3 people will be working from home. So this is another goal of changing how the traditional employment works. Companies trusting that they don't need to see me to work with me. Everything could be done online. Communication could be done online. So changing that is another ambition. The third ambition I could mention is that I want Egypt and this region to become the outsourcing center of the world. I want all these
outsourcing also now is the most important trend when it comes to business as well.
True,
I think.
true, and I'm giving you the Egyptian talent and Arab talent, and they're at a fraction of the cost of what you pay at their home countries, and they give you excellent service. So why not outsource as much work as possible? And you don't even need to come physically here. Everything could be done online.
But wouldn't you need some help or assistance, especially financially, to be going on or developing your website and maybe your company in the future? Wouldn't you need help?
True, and that's the first struggle I had, and that's when I've met Al Jal Capital in Dubai, in the UAE, and they provided support in terms of funding and in terms of business development, mentoring, where they tell me, you could think of that, you could think of this. They introduced me to business people in the Gulf area so that I can get more jobs into Forfetna. So that's currently happening at the moment. And
but you have an office, I
yes,
mean a building
yes.
or a main office to bring together all this
yes,
stuff working.
Yeah, I have an office where I have only 6 people that manage the entire 20,000. So that's what's even more smart about it, is that I don't need a huge building to get 20,000 employees in. Everyone's at home, everyone's using his personal computer, their internet connection, and only a small team in office that helps run the entire
organization of the whole
Exactly.